Hi students, in this video we will study D flip-flop. We have already studied SR flip-flop and you all know the truth table of SR flip-flop. The truth table has S and R input and Qn plus 1 as the output. When both inputs are 0, it retains the previous state, and S equal to 0 and R equal to 1, it is in reset state. When S equal to 1, R equal to 0, it is in set state. When both inputs are 1, then SR flip-flop goes to an invalid state or indeterminate state. Okay, so to eliminate this condition, this undesirable condition in SR flip-flop, we ensure that both inputs does not go to or never go to 1 at the both time. Okay, so to ensure this condition, we use D flip-flop. Okay, so in D flip-flop, it is a modification of the SR flip-flop. Here both inputs are connected, S and R inputs are connected together with an inverter. Okay, so both inputs are always complementary to each other. Okay, next we can draw the logic diagram of this D flip-flop. So for this, first we can draw a SR flip-flop. Okay, so first we draw the SR latch, that means two NAND gates cross coupled together. So this is the two NAND gates. Cross coupled means output of the first one feedback to input of the second, output of the second feedback to input of the first. Okay, then it is converted to active high SR latch by giving two more NAND gates. Okay, here then we give clock signal to both the NAND gate, so it became a SR flip-flop, and here it is the S input and here it is the R input. So in D flip-flop, we invert the S input and given to R input. Okay, for this, to complement the S input, here we use a NAND gate that acts as a inverter. Okay, so this is the input D. Okay, so this is the clock signal. Okay, so this is the logic diagram of the D flip-flop. Okay, so here S input is changed as D input and D input is complemented and given to R input. Okay, so such that both S and R never becomes 1. Okay, when S is equal to 0, it is complemented, so here it is 1. When D is equal to 1, here it is complemented, it is 0. Okay, here it is the output Q and Q bar. Right, so next we can draw the characteristic table. So this is the characteristic table. D is the input, Qn is the present state, and Qn plus 1 is the next state. Okay, Q may be 0 and previous state is 0. So first Q is equal to 0 and previous state is 0. So previous Q bar is 1. Okay, when here it is 0, it is complemented, here it is 1. Okay, clock is always 1. Okay, so when one of the input of the NAND gate is equal to 0 means here it is 1. Here both for this NAND gate both inputs are 1, so here the output is 0. Okay, so for this NAND gate one of the input is 0 means output is equal to 1, and for this NAND gate both the inputs are 1, that means this one is feedback to here, both the inputs are 1, so output is equal to 0. That means when D is equal to 0 and present state is 0, next state is also 0. Next, D is equal to 0 and previous present state is 1. Okay, so here present Qn is equal to 1 present state, and Qn bar is equal to 0. Okay, input is same 0 and here it is 1. So for this NAND gate 1 and 0 itself. So for this NAND gate one of the input is equal to 0, then output is equal to 1. Okay, for this NAND gate both the inputs are 1, then output is equal to 0. That means when D is equal to 0 and Qn is equal to 1, present state is 1, then next stage is 0. That means whatever may be the present state, when D input is equal to 0, it goes to a reset state, right? So next, D input is equal to 1 and present state is 0. D is equal to 1 and present state is 0. Qn is equal to 0, so Qn bar is 1. Okay, so here D input is equal to 1, it is complemented, here it is 0. So for this NAND gate, one of the input is equal to 0 means output 1. For this NAND gate, both the inputs are 1, so here output is equal to 0. So for this NAND gate, one of the input is equal to 0 means output is equal to 1. For this one, both the inputs are 1, so output is equal to 0. So here output is equal to 1. When D is equal to 0 and present state is equal to 0, then output is equal to 1. Then next take D is equal to 1 and present state is equal to 1. Okay, present state is equal to 1. So when present state is equal to 1, here it is 1, Qn bar is 0. So here it is same, input is 1. So for this two NAND gates, output 0 and 1. So here one of the input is equal to 0 means output is equal to 1. Here it is both the inputs are 1, then output is equal to 0. That means output is equal to 1. That means when D is equal to 0 and present state is 0 or 1, it goes to a set state. That means whatever may be the present state, when D input is equal to 1, the D flip-flop goes to set state. So this one is reset state and this is set state. Okay. Next we can draw the truth table for this D flip-flop. Okay. So this D flip-flop has only one input and output. Okay, so truth table has only two entries, D and Qn plus 1. Okay, when D is equal to 0, output is 0. D is equal to 1, output is 1. Okay, so this is the truth table of D flip-flop. Next we can derive the characteristic equation for this D flip-flop. Okay, from the characteristic table. So here characteristic table has two inputs, D and present state. So we have to derive the equation for Qn plus 1. Okay. So here two inputs D and Qn plus 1. So we draw a two variable K map. Inputs are D and Qn. Okay, so output is equal to 1, 4, 1, 0 and 1, 1. 1, 0 and 1, 1. So we can group them. So here it is a pair. So the equation is Qn plus 1 is equal to, for this pair, Qn cancelled, D. So Qn plus 1 is equal to D is the characteristic equation for the D flip-flop. Okay. Next we can draw the simple for this D flip-flop. Okay. Next we can draw the simple for this D flip-flop. Okay, so it has one input D and one output Q and two output Q and Q bar, then clock signal, right? So we can mark all this. This is the D input, Q and Q bar, and this is the clock, right? So this is the positive edge triggered D flip-flop. If it is negative edge triggered D flip-flop, we put a bubble here, right? So this is the logic simple for the D flip-flop, right? Next we can derive the excitation table for this D flip-flop from the characteristic table. Okay, excitation table has only two inputs, present state and the next state. D flip-flop has only one output, one input, that is D. So this excitation table has only one output. Okay. So here is the excitation table. Inputs are Qn and Qn plus 1 and output is D. Okay. When Qn and Qn plus 1 is equal to 0, 0, this condition, D is equal to 0. Okay, 0, 0, D is equal to 0. When 0, 1, Qn is equal to 0 and Qn plus 1 is equal to 0, then D is equal to 1. Next is 1, 0. Qn is equal to 1 and Qn plus 1 is equal to 0, then D is equal to 0. Then Qn is equal to 1 and Qn plus 1 is equal to 1, then D is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the excitation table of D flip-flop. Clear? Next we can draw the waveform of this D flip-flop. Okay, so this is the clock signal. First clock signal, second clock signal, third clock signal, fourth clock signal, fifth one, then sixth one. Okay, so we can mark it. So this is the clock. Okay, first one, second one, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Okay, it is a positive edge trigger, so we can mark the positive edges of this clock pulse. Okay, then input is D and output is Qn plus 1. Right? Next we can draw the D input. Okay, so this is the D input. Okay, so for the first clock pulse, D is equal to 0. That means Qn plus 1 is also 0 for the first clock pulse. During the second clock pulse, D is equal to 1 means Q also 1. For the third clock pulse, Q is equal to 0. So D is equal to 0. So Q also 0. Fourth clock pulse also 0. So 0. Qn plus 1 is also 0. Then fifth clock pulse, D is equal to 1. Then Qn plus 1 goes to 1. Sixth clock pulse, again D is equal to 0. That means it goes to, output goes to 0. Okay. So this is the waveform of the D flip-flop. Clock D input and Qn plus 1. Right. So this is all about the D flip-flop, the circuit, its operation, characteristic table, truth table, excitation table, characteristic equation and waveform. And also I explained the working of the D flip-flop. Clear? Thank you.